Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you joining us here at Thunder Studios in Long Beach. And for everybody watching on millions.co, get ready, my friends, because this is one of our featured bouts of the evening. 8 rounds of boxing in the super flyweight division. Please welcome to the ring, Jesse Daniel Mendoza.
With a record of 6-1-2, Jesse Daniel Mendoza. From Santa Ana, California.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Steven Navarro.
Everybody on their feet for this one as Steven Navarro.
Big crowd. Lots of folks here to see Steven Navarro.
I think everybody's here for Steven Navarro.
Wow, everybody's on their feet.
Yeah, Top Rank signed him as an amateur. Standout. He was one fight away from representing Team USA at the Paris Olympics. Here he is now with Marvin Somodio in his corner. Huge crowd for him. As they're saying that this kid could be the next one. Fighting family, the Navarro family in LA is just known, generational fighters. And Jesse Daniel Mendoza is in for a long night potentially. He's a shorter fighter, the reach advantage on the side of Navarro.
And we got the tail of the tape, you see.
To introduce this next bout, we have a very special guest. Please welcome to the ring. He is the Velvet Voice. He's the mini-me with a microphone, the youngest ring announcer in the world. This is Killer Cam.
And now live from Thunder Studios in Long Beach, California, this is DMG Boxing. For those in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, it's fight time. First, fighting fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 foot 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds, winning first rank of 6 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws, with 5 wins coming away with knockout. Representing Real Boxing from Westminster, California, give it up for the one and only Jesse Mendoza. And his opponent fighting out of the right corner, standing 5 foot 6 inches tall, also weighing at 115 pounds, winning first round of 7 wins and 0 losses, with 5 wins coming away with knockout. Representing Wildcard Boxing from Inglewood, California, give it up for the undefeated Steven Kid Dynamite Navarro. D&D boxing, baby. Let's get it.
We got everything from the middle of the gold letters up is going to be good. We got right to the top of the belt line right here is good. You got my instructions in back, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
Tom Taylor, the third man in the ring. We got a special one, Steven Navarro. Everybody inside Thunder Studios on their feet for this man from Inglewood, the fighting pride of Los Angeles. And you hear a huge chant for Navarro. Highly talented amateur. Lots of promotions wanted to sign him. Top Rank got him. He now trains at Wildcard Boxing. Heard about him for years in the Southern California amateur scene. This kid is smooth, he is strong. He's 7-0 with 5 KOs. And if everything goes right, this kid could be fighting for a title very, very soon at 115 pounds.
And the one thing that strikes me about him, he is a very well put together, not a short 115 pounder, but he's still got a very good frame on him.
Very disciplined, locked in, all about boxing.
Very composed young man.
And Marvin Samodi on his corner, his dad's Refugio Navarro, and Andrew Rodriguez, a cut man. I don't think they're going to need him tonight.
Well, there's an old saying, it's better to hope for the best, but plan for the worst.
And Daniel Mendoza from Santa Ana took this fight knowing what's up against him, with a record of 6-1-2, but those 6 wins have never been against anybody with a winning record.
Yeah, so that's where pedigree and talent will usually show itself after a round or two.
Guys, watch your heads. Watch your heads.
Yeah, the Navarro family. So many great fighters coming out of there. Professionals. One of his uncles,
Let him go, Steven. Let him
Jose,
go.
fought at the 2000 Olympics.
Hey.
And protect yourself at all times.
Yeah,
Don't complain.
There was no legal break there. That was a good shot. Good body shot.
That's what Navarro's gonna do.
Good right to the body underneath. Another
Kid
left uppercut.
Dynamite is the nickname for Navarro. He's got the dynamite in his hands. This was scheduled for 8.
He's a very pinpoint puncher. He punches in range.
And he sells tickets.
Boy, does he.
Top Rank has something special with him.
Good
And when he
short
puts his
shot.
hands together, watch out.
Makes me proud to see the work that trainer Marvin Zamodio and my own son Andrew Rodriguez, they've worked together now for about 4 or 5 years. They even had a world champion Imantas Stanionis together. They're a developing young team as well. I get to work a lot with Freddie, Roach, and Marvin, but it's nice to see this. A young kid on the rise with a bright future, with a good team behind him. Not just in the corner, but promotional-wise as well.
Everything's stacked against Mendoza. He knows that. His team knows it. But it's an opportunity you cannot pass up, because if you
He's a fighter.
shock the world,
Somebody's going to be knocking on his door. Good body shots.
Listen for that bell, gentlemen. Listen for the bell.
And here we go, some action from that opening round. As you can see, Navarro punching in range, and even when he gets on the ropes, he's defensively responsible. Nice little subtle turn. He's well schooled. He knows where he's at in that ring at all times. I like a fighter that bends his knees and creates their own angles so they don't have to manufacture the angle by reaching. Very composed on the inside. Nice little subtle movements.
As Navarro jumps off his stool. Southpaw in the blue.
Good,
he is
straight
no
left.
nonsense, comes straight to you.
He opened that round with a nice straight left down the pipe.
And a nice uppercut from the southpaw stand for Navarro. The amount of amateur experience, Team USA, the working, there's levels to this right now.
He's got to be one of the best put together as far as everything that he has with his height and his range and his frame, 115-pounder I've seen. He looks like he's a featherweight.
Yep. Rehydrated nicely. Uppercut from Navarro.
I look at Mendoza and he looks like a junior bantamweight. I look at Navarro and I see featherweight.
Stop.
And that's what Mendoza should do, right?
Enough talking, all right?
He should make it ugly and rough.
Steven, watch that holding. Go.
There's that body work, followed up upstairs by Navarro.
You see what he did there. He switched to orthodox and threw a jab and a left hook to the body. But tell you what, Mendoza's here to fight. He's not getting the best of it right now, but he's hanging tough. Like you said, there's a lot of things against him as a good straight down the
There's
pipe,
that shot.
gets him damage.
Mendoza needs to get out of the corner. That's not where he wants to be, and he gets away.
He's just having trouble breaking that guard of Navarro, especially now that Navarro's switching.
And he's not going to.
And he doesn't know where these punches are coming from.
Navarro in blue, pinpoint with his punches, with his attack. Everything's calculated. You're right, he's looking good in the orthodox stance. Is Navarro in the blue.
Navarro is very comfortable in that ring. You notice that he tries different angles.
I mean, Mike, he was born in that ring, essentially.
Yes, you can tell. This was his crib. He does not waste shots. He's very accurate. As he switches back to the southpaw, he's comfortable on those ropes right now.
Absolutely. Nice left hook from Navarro on the chin of Mendoza. Well, Mendoza answers with a shot that knocks back the head of...
Two right hands by Mendoza. And he wobbled. He wobbled Navarro a little bit.
Navarro getting tagged here.
Three right hands.
Mendoza came to fight. Mendoza bringing it. The crowd loving it inside Thunder Studios.
All right, stop. Let him go.
We got a fight here.
He says, wait a minute, before everybody falls in love with this kid's pedigree, I'm in here too.
Body shot from Mendoza. Answered by a body shot from Navarro. Navarro attacking the body. The Thunder crowd loving it. We got a fight. I didn't think many people were expecting this. Confidence growing, and Mendoza has cut Navarro. And an excellent round for the fighter from Santana.
And you can see cutman Andrew Rodriguez immediately working that cut. And we take a look at some action here from the second round. And I think it was a nice short chopping right hand that Mendoza threw that definitely got Navarro's attention. Everything else until then was going Navarro's way. But Mendoza definitely had some moments there that last 45 seconds of that round.
All right, so it's a cut underneath the right eye for Navarro. And this one is scheduled for 8 rounds. But not many people expect this one to go to 8 rounds.
Well, here's the
Some
thing.
people didn't expect it to go to 3 rounds.
And here's the thing, when you have a cut underneath the eye, it's in a less dangerous place. Oh, as Mendoza.
Oh, and Navarro goes down! Mendoza first time in his career, Navarro is in trouble. Holy smokes, could be an upset brewing at Thunder Studios.
His legs
Mendoza
are
has
wobbly.
no respect at all for Navarro. No respect for the pedigree. No respect for anything. And now Navarro is complaining, and Mendoza.
Got an accidental headbutt. Cut here. Come here.
Accidental headbutt. Nasty.
And now
On both
Mendoza's,
fighters.
but Mendoza's cut is bad from that accidental headbutt.
And it's in the third round.
And what else is going on here? Navarro's getting a chance to recover.
All right, stay right here.
These are valuable seconds.
Time in.
Navarro did not expect this.
Navarro's legs look really shaky right now.
And Mendoza, no respect at all, nor should he. And he gets caught with the left hook by Navarro now. Mendoza's still coming. Body shot from Navarro. Mendoza toe-to-toe in the center of the ring.
Navarro letting his hands go, catches another right hand. They're in the
Uppercut from
trenches.
Navarro. That's what they wanted him to do. He's supposed to be doing this and controlling the fight. Now Mendoza in the corner. That's not a good spot.
No, Navarro seems to have steadied himself a little bit.
The wars that Navarro has gone through at Wild Card, what Marvin Simone has put him through, and now Navarro answering back, and Mendoza is wobbly. He a lot of blood from the right eye of Mendoza as he's pawing at it. Uppercut from Navarro.
And it's going to be real interesting to see how Mendoza's corner works that cut in between rounds. And he's still got a lot of time left here.
Both corners need to work it. Mendoza breathing heavy here in the third round. A war has broken out for Navarro and Mendoza.
Look at the crowd, Beto. They're literally on top of the ring.
Everybody, and they gotta check that. That is a nasty cut on the right eyebrow of Mendoza. And he's looking at the replay.
And it was ruled an accidental headbutt.
As Dr. Daniel Diaz checking.
Hey, turn around.
And they're letting him go. Time is in. A lot of blood in the right eye of Mendoza. It's in the eye. He cannot see. He's pawing at it.
And this fight, because it was ruled an accidental headbutt, has to get to the 5th round. And even though Mendoza scored that knockdown, it may be all for naught.
Big one from Navarro.
They're going to let that cut man work this fight, work that
I don't know if
cut
we're going
for
to get
that
that
minute.
far, but if you're Navarro, you got to finish this, don't you?
Well, to be honest, since it was ruled an accidental
It'll
headbutt,
be a no contest,
it would be a no contest.
but you don't want that.
No, it's going to be, the pressure's going to be on Mendoza's cut man.
Oh, good shot from Mendoza. He wore it. Navarro working Mendoza in the corner, trying to hold on. Oh, Mendoza in trouble.
He's in big trouble.
Navarro, can he end it in the third?
Oh, what a left
Big
hook.
Another left hook from Navarro. Oh, my goodness. Kid Dynamite with 10 seconds to go. Mendoza was showing a lot of heart, wearing it. What a round. Navarro and Mendoza both bloody. Heck of a fight here at DMG.
Now, Beto, here's what's going to happen.
The doctors are going to check the corner of Mendoza quick. Let's see if we can hear what the doctor is saying.
No, what they're doing now is they're letting the cut man work for the minute. The doctor is over there. They are going to call time when the round starts.
Okay.
Okay. In California, they will let you work that minute before the doctor comes in and takes a look.
But the doctor's right above us.
No, yes, but let me correct you on that. The doctor is there, but they did not call timeout, so the cut man is being allowed to work that minute. As soon as the round starts, they are going to call timeout.
And that was the knockdown.
And Navarro's legs were gone at that time. So this is what's going to happen right now. They're going to call the fighters to the center of the ring, and then Thomas Taylor is going to call timeout.
Navarro on his feet. They cleaned up his cut. Now doctor is waiting for him. Good job. So Dr. Daniel Diaz is looking at the cut.
Yeah, we're stopping this fight, dude. That cut is bad. Yeah, it's bad, dude. Fight's over.
The fight has been stopped by the doctor, but it did not go to the 4th round.
No, and they ruled it an accidental
What
headbutt.
round do we got?
We finished 3 rounds.
Go to the 4th. We're going to the 4th round.
Oh, wait a minute.
I must be mistaken. They're going to the scorecards.
So Tom Taylor just came over and said, California rules. They started the 4th round, took him to the doctor. Doctor stopped it because of the cut, and they're gonna go to the scorecards, California rules.
And here's going to be the interesting part. There was a knockdown.
So the knockdown that happened.
There was a knockdown. And that knockdown may bode very, very interesting on the scoring.
All right, so here, once again, Tom Taylor, the referee, came over and said, California rules. They're gonna start the 4th round, which they did. They paused timeout. The doctor checked them out. They stopped it. Because of California rules, they're gonna go to the scorecards. But the big thing is an accidental headbutt.
Yes, but the big thing is there was a knockdown
Awesome.
and possibly a 10-8 round. And if only 3 rounds were, because that 4th round will be scored, but more than likely, because there was no action, it'll be a 10-10 round. That knockdown may bode very well. Now, Navarro probably won two of the 3 rounds, so we may end up with a draw anyway.
So the 10-8 round in the 3rd, and it was a nasty cut over the eye of Daniel Mendoza. A lot of credit for Mendoza.
Yeah, it's crazy in here right now as we take a look at the replay. Mendoza fought his heart out. Navarro steadied himself, had him in big trouble at the end of that 3rd round, real big trouble. And he was in equal amount of trouble earlier. Great job by the referee. That cut really impaired his ability to defend himself, and that's what it came down to. But that knockdown. Yes. Because Navarro was in some serious trouble, but you know what? He showed a lot of grit, and he weathered that storm. Hats off to both fighters.
So they'll rule the 4th round at 10-10.
Yes, because there was no action. They're still going to score it. And both fighters embrace. You like to see this. Lots of respect for both guys.
Well, they're gonna have to run it back.
I absolutely think they will. But that cut's gonna take Mendoza a little bit longer to heal than Navarro's cut. Navarro's is underneath the eye, more of a mouse, a small cut. It was under control.
There should be some upset people inside Thunder. All right, Chad, let's go.
Due to an accidental headbutt and the beginning of the 4th round, that means we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Rudy Barragan scores it 39-38. Judge Fernando Villarreal scores it 39-37. And Dr. Lou Moret scores it 39-38. All for your winner by way of unanimous decision, Jesse Daniel Mendoza.
And what's crazy, major upset, the logistics.
The emotion on Jesse Daniel Mendoza, who took this fight on short notice, who wasn't supposed to be here. This is the first time that he defeats somebody with a winning record. And it was because of that knockdown, Mike.
It was, and it's unfortunate for Navarro because let me tell you what, Navarro had the upper hand at that particular time because of the shortness of the fight. The scoring logistics worked out in Mendoza's favor, even though he was in deep, deep trouble in that round.
That's gonna have to be a rematch for this. All right, so the recap. The highly touted Steven Navarro, everything on his side, 7-0, 5 KOs, the amateur pedigree, everything, but he was in right away with a guy who had all the heart, and Daniel Mendoza, who knocked him down.
And that ultimately was the difference in the fight. I think Navarro had steadied himself. You got to take your hat off to Mendoza. He stayed in the fight. It wasn't up to him to stop the fight. And he's only going by the rules of the California Athletic Commission. I would have really liked to see one more round. As we see there toward the end of the round, Navarro had steadied the ship. Mendoza was in trouble. And I think at some point they're going to try to run this back.
You have to if you're Navarro.
But every mechanism in place, from the referee to the ringside doctor and to the rules of the California State Athletic Commission, was in effect right here.
So that great job by Tom Taylor explaining how it went.